What's up, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to an egg-citing episode 89 of the Special Conditions podcast, where our love for Pokemon and collecting collide. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Monday, July 12th. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Tuttle, and I am joined by my co-host, Ken Pescatore.
What was that, 5 seconds into the show before you hit a dad joke already?
I had to put an egg pun in here. It just sounded punny.
What's
hey, Ken.
up?
Not too much. I'm pretty egg-cited for this episode.
Okay. You're making me all scrambled here.
Like some eggs? Ooh, no. On today's show, the card of the week this week is going to be Blissey V from Chilling Reign. We're also going to take a look at some deck choices for Blissey V. TN Comics opening, which is going to be Shining Fates. Well, I mean, I'm going to open the Shining Fates. I don't know about Ken. Art of the week this week is going to be Slugma, as we mentioned last week. Got some pretty sluggish art there. Pokebeach.com was hacked and held for ransom, so we'll go over that.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a good show?
That sounds like a show, man. I'm very excited. I'm actually really excited to talk about Blissey because, you know, being a Pokemon Go player and you know, addicted to that, I'm a big Pokemon Go player. And Blissey is very important to my Pokemon Go playing. It's my main gym defender, and, you know, I just have kind of reignited my love for Blissey through Pokemon Go. So I'm definitely excited that, you know, it's got a card in Chilling Reign. So, yeah, I'm excited to get through it.
Okay, so we're just going to talk about Blissey V real quick, just give it its proper due. Blissey V is a basic Pokemon. It has 250 hit points. It is a legit tank. It has an ability called Natural Cure. Whenever you attach an energy card from your hand to this Pokemon, it recovers from all special conditions.
How about that?
This thing is not going down without a fight. It has a 1 energy attack called Blissful Blast. It does 10 damage. This attack does 30 more damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. If you did any damage with this attack, you may attach up to 3 energy cards from your discard pile to this Pokemon, which that means even if it's a basic, even if it's a special energy, it don't matter. It just attaches the energy card.
Yeah, it's legit.
That's insane. So if you attach your 1 energy, you attack, you hit for 10 damage. Well, okay, so for 40, because that 1 energy one on it would equal to 40. You could search your discard pile for 3 energies. So if you had 3 powerful energies in your discard, you could attach all 3 and then do like an additional 60 damage on top of all of that extra damage.
Well, I think that, you know, we'll get to it in a second when we talk about the different deck strategies here, but we talked about energy acceleration on the last episode, and we talked about how different cards in your deck, supporters, trainers, items, stadiums, you know, Pokemon abilities, Pokemon attacks, can all influence energy acceleration. And what I like here is that Blissey V is kind of like a self-sufficient energy accelerator, where it doesn't need the help of another trainer card. It doesn't need the help of a stadium or anything like that. It can do it itself, and you're not negating the fact that you're attacking to do so. So the more you attack, the more you can accelerate the energy and, you know, reinforce itself. So I think that's a very interesting tactic and an interesting, you know, mechanic, because a lot of times if a Pokemon card has an attack that does energy acceleration, you kind of have to give up the attack portion of it just to pull off the, you know, the mechanic. So I like that this
it's like attach 1 energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon.
And it doesn't do damage. You know, here you're still doing damage, and actually the damage increases over time as you continue the mechanic. I think that's really cool.
Okay, and then to wrap it up, it's got a double weakness to fighting and a 4 retreat cost. So it's a heavy Pokemon, so it's going to get that heavy retreat cost. Now, Pokemon.com, there's an article written by several high-ranking players. We've got Christopher Shemensky, we got Andrew Mahone, and Stefan Ivanov. And they all have their different versions of how they would play the game. And each one is just a crazy new way to play the same card, just in different ways.
Well, can I say right out of the gate, I love the idea and the concept of this article, and I would love them to continue doing this, because a lot of times when you have a card that has, not a lot to it, this is a 1 ability, 1 attack card, but here we're going to get 3 completely different strategies on how to use the same exact card. And I think that provides a lot of value to players, because let's say someone has an affinity to Blissey like I do, and I want to play this card, but the mechanics that if it was pigeonholed into only being available to 1 build or 1 type of mechanic, I might be, up a creek. But here I have 3 different options. So I could have 3 different decks with 3 different mechanics, and I could still incorporate Blissey V into that. So I just think that that's a really cool way that Pokemon put this together, and it adds a lot of diversity to the functionality of the card. And I think that sometimes gets lost in the sauce. And
yes,
that might be a reason why
sure.
people don't play cards, is because it can only do this one thing, and that's not what I'm running in my deck, so I'm going to have to pass. Where, you have a card like Blissey V, and you have 3 completely different ways that we'll review now that can make it a viable card in your deck, and it might fit your playstyle better.
So we're going to first jump into Christopher Szymanski's list that he brought to the table. It's got 3 Blissey Vs, 2 Bronzong, 3 Bronzor, 2 Zacian V, Crobat, Dedenne GX, Lucario Melmetal GX, Mew, the Bench Barrier, Mewtwo Mew GX, and Pheromosa and Buzzle GX. I'm not going to get into the supporters and stuff and everything, because, we all know that Bronzong can move metal energies from one Pokemon to the next, allowing you to play cards like Metal Saucer, which is going to excel the energy even faster. So this is all about speed, and to allow you to move the energies where you need them and be able to set up knockouts and take the extra prize card with Buzzle.
Well, I think that the real benefit here with Blissey in playing something that's going to be able to move around metals like Bronzong is the fact that Blissey is based on colorless energy. So it really pairs itself well to other cards, even if they're using a specific type of energy, because Blissey's colorless. You can kind of take advantage of whatever other energies you're using in your deck. It doesn't have to be limited to a specific energy type.
Exactly. Now, there's several strategies you can take. You can do the Lucario Melmetal and kind of stop your opponent by discarding all their energies, reducing the damage that your opponent's doing. But that's only to metal Pokemon, so not necessarily helpful as far as Melmetal GX goes for its GX ability. It really just plays into the metal Pokemon that you would resist the damage to. But it's in there to utilize the effect of attaching more energies, allowing metal transfer to, getting more metals out of the deck, transferring them to Blissey, and then just taking some massive knockouts. Or setting up the knockout for a Mewtwo GX to tag team use its GX move, which would copy Buzzle's, and then that would do enough damage to knock out whatever Pokemon it is and take an additional prize card to get up on the prizes.
I love it. I honestly, I just think that that's such a unique way to pair this Blissey with other cards in your deck. I like it.
And next up, we've got Stefan Ivanov, and his is more of it's literally just for Blissey V, and it's a focus on supporters and trainers that allow you to discard cards to set up as many energies in the discard as fast as possible. So you've got like 4 Professor's Research, 4 Hapu, which you look at the top 6 cards, or you discard them, but take 2. And then this has got stuff like Lily's Pokédoll, and then just a ton of diversity in the energy line. So you've got 4 Capture Energy, Lucky Energy, Powerful Energy, Psychic Energy, Weakness Guard Energy. And then you've got 4 Capes of Toughness. So this thing just stays alive. That gives it 300 hit points.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Hyper Potions, Super Suspicious Food Tins, Reset Stamp, Malolana, like just everything to keep it alive here.
But I like that. because it makes it an attacker. It makes like this is the, like I said, with the energy acceleration, you're not necessarily worried about other Pokemon or getting other Pokemon active. It's literally just about getting Blissey into the active and keeping it alive. And the longer you keep it alive, the more damage it's going to do. And then before you know it, this thing is like a complete wrecking machine.
Exactly. And it utilizes all of its like energies as tools to be able to slow your opponent down. They also run 4 Path to the Peak, which says Pokemon with a rule box in play has no abilities.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all.
So sorry, Crobat V. Sorry, Dedenne GX. Sorry, Shadow Rider.
Sorry, V Unions.
Oh, it's so good. But it, there's Pokemon that like can one shot it, like Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX, Heatran GX, Reshiram Charizard. So Path to the Peak definitely slows those decks down to be able to give it a chance. And then Andrew Mahone takes a Firebox like route to his version, because he's got 4 Blissies, 4 Jirachis, 2 Dedenne GX, 1 Crobat, 1 Galarian Rapidash V, 1 Heatran V, the Mewtwo that when you play it down, you can grab a supporter, put it on your deck or on the top of your deck, and then the bench barrier Mew, 15 fire energies, 4 welders, and just basically, you get the Cape of Toughness, but 4 4 scoop up nets to kind of utilize Jirachi and be able to get energies on board as fast as possible. And it's basically just a new way to play, a Firebox or, welder.
Yeah, well,
I mean, welder's good.
I see that Andrew Mahone's list here. I would see that being a little bit more of a complex threat to your opponent, because it's going to keep them on their toes a little bit more than the other two lists, because you have so many different threats that can do so many different things that the Blissey V is like, it's not going to be the integral part of the deck like in Ivanov's deck. You know what I mean?
Like you attach all these energies with Blissey, and then out of nowhere you can drop Heatran and then just come in and do 50 damage times the amount of energies. So if you get 2 attacks off, you've got, I don't know, let's just say 6 energies. And then right there, you're doing 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30. You're doing 300 damage. Yes, I just did math.
In 2 turns.
Like, that's insane.
I love
Imagine that. Or you use Galarian Rapidash V, throw them down to 100 hit points if they're a big VMAX that you can't just necessarily one-shot. And then if they don't get that out of the active, you just bring in Blissey to clean up.
You're done, son. You're done, son. That's awesome. That's so cool.
Jirachi, Dedenne, and Crobat are just consistency cards. It's a very consistent deck is what it looks like. You've got multiple Pokegear to try to get and dig for your welder. I like it.
Yeah, and not for nothing, from the collector side of this, looking at the art, so there's 3 different variations of the Blissey V in Chilling Reign. You've got your standard Blissey V, you've got your Blissey V full art, and then you have your Blissey V alternate full art. So 3 different ways to take Blissey home, and I don't know, man. They all look really, really good. They all look awesome, and of course the full arts are phenomenal. But the I don't know. I can't even tell which one I like best. They all look really, really good.
Well, I'm holding in my hand a full art Blissey V, and I really like it. But I think if I had the alt art, that would look really nice. Well, but even just the normal one is fine. I mean, honestly,
that's what I mean. Even the normal one looks great with that, like the explosion, like the attack, smash. But definitely go to PokemonProfessor.com and check out our blog. Did you say it was an
egg explosion?
It would be an egg explosion. But check out the blog. We'll list all the cards with nice big photos so you can see what we're talking about, and let us know which version of Blissey V you like best. All right, Adam, I got some stuff. I got some. You know what that noise is?
What's that noise?
That's cellophane.
Ooh.
I got a pack of Battle Styles, and I'm gonna open it.
I got a pack of Shining Fates, and I'm gonna open it.
All right, I got some Shining Fates too, but I think I'm gonna save that for a little bit. But thank you so much to TN Comics for providing us with cards to open on today's show and all of our shows. We encourage everyone to check out tncomics.com for everything that you need for TCG. You can get in on card breaks. You can get in on fun pack openings, pack battle openings that they do every month. They also have plenty of stock of current products, and you can get in on pre-orders and everything. Check out tncomics.com. Use checkout code FULLHEAL, one word, FULLHEAL, at checkout for an additional 5% off your total purchase at tncomics.com. Nat, Wiz, and crew, thank you so much for supporting the Pokemon Professor Network in special conditions. We love you. All right, I got some battle styles here. Card code is QMVVTW6XPHNHN. Good luck. Oh, and I had two people over the past 2 weeks message us on Twitter saying like, "Hey, I got the pack. Thank you so much." So I absolutely love that. So if you do get one of our packs from the codes that we read off on the show, definitely write in and let us know. We'd love to hear what you pulled. All right, I've got Psychic Energy, Bisharp, Golbat, Energy Recycler, Honage, Electabuzz, Baltoy, Gligar, Salandit, Electabuzz, and Electivire as my rare. So a lot of electric going on in this deck.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, non-holo. Yeah, okay. Thank you, green code card.
All right, well, I've got a white code card because it's guaranteed, but yeah. My code card for Shining Fates is C2KYLR9KRGWXV. Good luck, trainers. Let us know what you get. All right. Lightning Energy, Team Yell Towel, Ball Guy, Tropius, Yanma, Choodle, Q-Font, Horsey, Cacnea, Reverse Hollow as Dartrix, and a rare Manaphy.
I thought you were going to get a good pull because usually you slow down reading off your cards because you get a peek of a shiny corner or something like that. I really thought you were going to have something there for a second. I guess not. I guess
not. Thank you, TN Comics.
Yes, thanks so much.
You guys rock. And roll.
Adam, next up we got baby. We got Art of the Week, and last week the random number generator gave us Slugma.
Slugma.
Honestly, when I pulled these 4 cards that we're going to talk about, I was pleasantly surprised. This is not, I don't know, Slugma just seems like a Pokemon that might fly under the radar a little bit, but I actually found some really cool art, and I don't know, I like all of these cards. So the first one we're going to look at is from Undaunted. And this is
a claymation.
I know. It's from Yuka Mori is the name of the artist. And she's a professional clay modeler. And she's actually done a bunch of cards for Pokemon. And this thing just looks absolutely amazing. It's sitting on a bed of actual moss.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It looks so good. It looks absolutely amazing. And I don't really know. This was when Undaunted came out, this was kind of my break from the TCG. So it's nice to see this card because I wasn't in it. When this was new, so it's kind of cool.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver, that era felt so good.
Yeah, see, that's when I
the
was
decks
out.
were weird because they were just prime cards that came out, but it was such a good time.
Yeah,
art was so good. It was so good.
All right, next up,
it still is. We're still talking about it.
We have Cosmic Eclipse, and this one is from Ken Sugimori, who we were just talking about on our Zoom call right before this episode, because we were talking about some of our favorite Pokemon artists. Shout out to Cowboy Cody. Ken Sugimori has been making cards forever, and he was actually responsible for all of the original artwork for the original 151 in Generation 1. So obviously not all of his art made it to the production of the cards. We with whole, Arita's card being the Charizard and all that. But the original art itself was done by Ken Sugimori. So really, really cool. And this card it's awesome. It's a very classic looking Slugma, but it's kind of enveloped in this sunburst. It really just looks like it's really hot. So you can almost get this flare of heat and energy and little sparks kind of flying off of it. I absolutely love it. It just kind of, I don't know. It just
speaks to you. If it was in a cave, you'd stay away.
I could tell that this thing is hot. I could tell it's hot. You know what I mean? So I just
isn't it the lava Pokemon?
Is it the lava Pokemon? I don't know what the actual... Or is it the volcano Pokemon? I don't know. Look it up on...
It's the lava Pokemon.
Is it the lava Pokemon? Okay,
it is.
There you go.
It's the lava Pokemon.
All right, next one. This is a very interesting one. This one is from Celestial Storm, and the illustrator is Midori Harada. And what's interesting about this illustrator is that they started doing merchandise for Pokemon back in 1996. So when this originally was created in Japan, she was doing artwork for the merchandise. And then it wasn't until 2002 that she started doing card art. So I thought that was really cool, a little bit of history there, that, you know, she was working on actual Pokemon merchandise for 8 years before making her first card. But this version of Slugma from Celestial Storm,
epic.
It lives up to the slug name. It like looks like it's oozing down like this little volcanic path, and it's very dragon-like. Like it almost looks like I don't know. I don't know why I'm thinking like Drampa or something like that. Like it just has this vibe to it.
I was thinking like Dragon Tails.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I don't know. One of the long-necked dragons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Its body is completely like melted to the like when a volcano happens and it like reaches the water and it turns into like a black hardened crust. That's what it looks like. But like Slugma's just kind of like rolling through it and almost melting into the ground.
Yeah, it's very cool. That's what I mean. It lives up to the slug name. Like it's just like oozing down like with gravity, like from a pool of lava. It looks very, very cool. Much, it's a very unique look compared to the other cards that we talked about so far. And then
that one's got to be my favorite.
I don't know, man. This next one is phenomenal.
This is like Mad Party level.
I know. So this is, again, another set that I was not collecting during this time when this came out new from
This
EX
is the set that I came into. Like, I came into Dragon Frontiers, but like this card was the set was in rotation. So like this is what people were battling with in the competitive scene. So I was familiar with these cards too, because like I started, investing in I don't think if I found the packs, but I was finding a lot of the singles and like purchasing them because I needed stuff like Holland's Transceivers and all that older stuff when competing. So it's like these cards are like I haven't seen every one of them, and I don't know. This is a trippy card.
So it definitely is. The artist is Aya Kasube. And she's actually written and illustrated a bunch of children's books, including the original Pokemon Tales, like the old books, which I thought was really cool. And when you look at this card, it's like a giant close-up of Slugma's face with these giant eyes with like the beady little eyeballs in the middle. And it's very trippy because it has this background that's almost like tie-dye. But when you learn that she's an illustrator for children's books, you're like, okay. I kind of get it now. Like now it makes sense because this has a very like whimsical kind of childish appearance to it. But, in the same note, it's like a Pixar movie where the kids appreciate it for one thing and the adults appreciate it for another. It's like looking at it now, it's like, yo, this dude's on some stuff. Like it's really funny. It's a really funny looking card. But again, just like for Card of the Week in those Blissey Vs, check out the blog so you can see what the art looks like with your own eyes. Stare into this Slugma's eyes because it definitely looks like it has some stories to tell for sure. It's
honestly,
really
I want to watch one of those, the spinning, it's like black and white. It just spins around in a circle.
Oh, and it twists your eyes up and then you look at something.
Yes, and then go back to this card. I'm going to do that after the show. I'm going to do that.
It's so trippy, man.
All right, but speaking of trippy, I'm going to click this button, and we're going to see what trip it takes us on for next week.
Okay.
Random number generator. Oh, wait, hold on. I clicked 6 Pokemon. No, go back to 1. All right, going back to 1, and we have Garbodor.
Oh, yes.
Pure garbage.
Pure garbage. I'm from Jersey, so Trubbish and Garbodor have always kind of held a strong place in my heart. Awesome. But Adam, that's half a show. You want to take a little breaky?
Yes, I think we both deserve the break. And,
I could go for a sip of tea.
I've got coffee.
Dude, it is 11:46 p.m.
It don't matter. I'm drinking it.
Oh, all right. Let's take a little breaky break. We'll be back right after this.
And we are back. Thank you for that break. Ken, how'd you fare with your tea?
It was wonderful. It's really good tea.
Well, I hope it helps soothe the voice.
I need a better
cords.
strainer. I make like fancy pants tea that has like sticks and herbs and rocks and stuff. And I like,
rocks.
It's like I gotta strain it and stuff. I need a higher micron count strainer to get more stuff, because there's kind of some stuff floating around in here. But
you need the ones that have the strainer built into the middle. That's what you need.
Look, it's I'm only
You're
so
like, look,
I'm only
this is
so
new.
bougie.
All right. A little housekeeping real quick. This podcast is powered by Patreon. You can check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. That $1 is going to get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. All the patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly Pokemon Go and TCGO prize tournaments. Our TCGO one starts this Friday, the 16th.
Yes, $50 prize this month. $50.
I'm so excited.
So we're doing the prize will be a $50 gift certificate to either TN Comics or TCGplayer.com.
Registration is in the Discord, and we hope to see you there. Huge thank you to our gym leaders, Absolutely Ryan, Dig Dug Rob, Grant, Jamal, JD Mojo Jojo, Magikarp DM, Paul, Sharkfin, Talon, and TN Comics Wiz. And a special thanks to our executive producer, Tish Smith. Thank you so much. And if Patreon isn't your thing, there are other ways you can help us out. If you're listening to us on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. And if you're listening via a podcast service like Apple Podcasts, you can take a moment to leave us a 5-star review.
Oh, Adam just asking for the 5 stars right out of the gate.
Okay, I mean, you can give us a review. 5 stars get you
virtual high five,
virtual hugs, and an infinite love. That's what it gets you.
But if any of that stuff isn't your style, we also have a merch store, PokemonProfessor.com/merch, where you can pick up some special conditions swag like t-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, pillows, and more.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna say if I see anybody wearing a special conditions swag of any sorts, or if you take a picture and you've got some special conditions swag, I think we got to send you something.
Okay.
So if you do, let us know. Tag us. We'd like to see it.
Yeah,
there might be something in it for you.
Not too long ago, I was out playing Pokemon Go in the wild and saw one of our stickers just kind of like on like an electrical box walking by, and I was like, "This is so awesome!" It's so
That's
cool.
so cool.
So awesome. All right, Adam, why don't we talk about the situation over at Poke Beach? I could not believe this. When I found out about this, my heart sunk.
Yeah, if you haven't heard, a little over a week ago, Pokebeach.com was compromised. It was just taken offline and then put up for ransom and ultimately deleted.
Yeah, it's wild.
This has been like a ridiculously awful blow to the TCG community, as tons of trainers relied on Pokebeach for news, news scans, translation, stuff like that over the last 18 years.
Yeah, it's crazy that the site's been running that long.
Listen, I remember going to Pokebeach when I first started. That was like the home base. That's always been the home base.
It's like if I ever wanted to get like a look ahead and look at the Japanese cards, or I mean, you nailed it when you said the translations, because they're the go-to site to get an early look at the Japanese cards, but not only that, but understanding them. So then you could start strategizing 3 months ahead, because then you'd be able to prepare for the cards when they're released here, and you already know what the text is and how you would incorporate them into your builds. So yeah, it was an awesome resource for players.
And I did like it, and sometimes I just didn't spoil things for myself. But now it's hard because like Twitter is they just share it, and it's like, ugh, I've already seen the art. No, yeah, but you spoiled it.
But creating like content, you kind of have to have to be ahead of the curve a little bit.
You have to know. And I don't know. One of the cool things is like, I mean, I used to, write on the Poke Gym. I think it was the Poke Gym, or I used to like do trades and stuff. And then I migrated into the Poke Beach, and then I kind of like left Pokemon scene for a little while and did my high school stuff when adulted.
I thought you were going to say like, I went over to Digimon.
I went over to Digimon, the digital world.
I started my Yu-Gi-Oh.
I did. I did actually go into Yu-Gi-Oh for a little bit. That was a trip, but we're not going to talk about that.
That was that Adam's emo phase. He was into Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's time to have the bangs. If I could turn back time. No, okay. So starting back at the ground level, a new Pokebeach.com has been published with new layouts, forums, and such a clean look. We encourage everyone to connect with them on social and to check out their site. They're always going to provide like cutting edge news and fantastic content for collectors and competitors alike. Shout out to the site's admin, John, Water Pokemon Master, for all the hard work he's put in over the years. We're so glad that things are starting to retake shape.
Yeah, it's
honestly, it feels really good to see you back in action. You have our full support for sure. Like, if we can do anything on our end, let us know.
Well, the cool thing about this is he put up a video on, I don't know if it was on Pokebeach's Twitter account or on like his personal Twitter account, but he put up like a little video kind of just not explaining what happened, but just saying like, hey, the site is back up. We've got a new layout. And I went to the site, and like the masthead, like the header, was like the original header. I'm like, oh my God, it's back. I was like, it feels like, it is an all new site, but it still has that feel of, the original. And, I was kind of like messing with the new forums and everything. And, I think that this site has the possibility and the capability of becoming bigger and better than ever, because they have this amazing new strong forum tool in here. And, already, I mean, I don't know how long this has been up, but I mean, there's already thousands and thousands and thousands of threads, within the forums.
Ready to go, yeah.
Yeah, it's so great. So
no, they had such a big community, so I'm sure everybody, the second it came back online, everybody just jumped back in like, yo, what's up? Hey,
yeah, so
anybody want to trade?
It's
Here's
so
my
cool.
list. Fix it for me.
Awesome.
That's my favorite. That was my favorite part, is like people just share their deck list, and it's like, well, maybe you should take out 4 Charizards because you don't have anything to evolve them into. Decks like that just really get me.
Yeah, but
every time.
Honestly, John from Poke Beach, if you need anything, let us know. We got your back. Anything we could do, we'll definitely help you out as best we can.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Go Fest is this weekend, so if you're playing Go Fest, awesome. I thoroughly enjoy that the TCG like physical tournaments haven't full blown come back, because normally Go Fest and like regionals or internationals or something like that is the same weekend.
There you go.
So this is just awesome that it's not.
Oh,
I'm sure there's a league or something, but
so I'm expecting that this Professor Willow TCG card that came out, Professor Willow being the professor from Pokemon Go, it came out with a mail order card from Pokemon Center when you bought Pokemon Go merch. Ultimately, that card is going to be available at Play Pokemon events. I'm interested to see how long after Go Fest will it take for this card to start populating at Play Pokemon events in real life. I don't know. It's got to be soon, because I can't imagine them riding out the rest of this calendar year without really starting the push IRL events, at least in America, because America's like open.
I think we're gonna see it in a hollow form for going to like I seriously think so, and like where they, and I don't know if it would have the code on it.
I don't think
like
it's gonna have the code. I was hoping for like like a stamp, like in a pre-release build like a build and battle box like kind of thing, where they put a stamp on a card, a foil stamp. That would be cool. Like a play Pokemon stamp, that would be legit.
That would be legit.
Yeah, that'd be super cool. But Adam, I think that's a show.
That is a show.
That's great.
And just like every episode, trainers, remember, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal.